Hey everybody, this week on Outsider Reviews, we're gonna see if we can take this Alfa Romeo Giulia all-wheel drive up the ski hill. What? Sorry, wait, what? We can't do that? All right, so we're gonna do an Alfa Romeo Giulia review, not up the ski hill. Stay tuned. All right, so we're not taking it up a ski hill, but we are gonna give you guys a review. My name's Pat, by the way. We still have Brian behind the camera, and it is almost pretty much beautiful winter right up here. Now, we are reviewing the Alfa Romeo Giulia. This one is the Estrema, which is a 2023 version. Now in 2024, it's called the Competizione. I'm sorry if I'm screwing up my Italian. I just don't speak it, but I'm gonna do my best over here. This vehicle puts out 280 horsepower, 306 pounds-feet of torque through an 8-speed transmission and a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now, as far as the price goes, the price trim starts at the Sprint. So in Canada, it's $59,000, and in the US, $42,000, which makes that a pretty good bargain. And then you can see on the screen right here all the other trims. Now, like I said, the Competizione, that's a $68,000 vehicle in Canada and $53,000 US. If you want to put out for the monster version with over 500 horsepower, you have the Quadrifoglio at $98,000 Canadian or $81,000 US. The exchange rate really gives us, makes it look bad for us here in Canada. Now, fuel economy is expected to be 23 miles per gallon in the city, 31 miles per gallon on the highway. This is the all-wheel drive version, which gives it a combined fuel rating of 27 miles per gallon. Which is what we get roughly. In Canada, it's 10 liters in the city, 7.5 liters on the highway, and we have been getting 8.8 liters per 100 kilometers. Now, this vehicle goes 0 to 60 in about 5.1 seconds, which is actually pretty good. Now, out here in the front, this is what I think separates the Alfa Romeo Giulia from a lot of sports sedans, whether it be the 3 Series from BMW or even the G70 from Genesis. Now, I love this triangular look in the front grille. You just don't see that many vehicles that have that. We got the Alfa Romeo badge right here, and we got the carbon fiber look, which actually goes and translates all the way through inside. They put some carbon fiber on the inside, which we're going to talk later, but actually looks really good. I love it. Now, the lights, LED lights, but they are changing for 2024. They're making more like of L-shaped lights, which I'll show you guys on the screen right now. That's going to be 2024. But aside from some minor changes like that, the 2023 and 2024 are very, very close to being the same vehicle. Nothing changes about the powertrain of it. Nothing really changes in the interior except for the digital gauge cluster. Now, it does sit pretty low, like as a sports sedan would, and I do classify it as a sports sedan. It is a 4-door. It does have some utilitarian use to it, and it actually has pretty good space. So let's go check out the sides, and then we'll go inside. Now over to the side, what we see right away is some really nice set of wheels on this vehicle. Now they sit on 225 40s R19s, and they actually look really, really good. So the rims do change per trim. That's one of the big changes as far as the trim. We do have the Estrema badge. Again, that's 2023. It's 2024, it was going to say like Competizione. And carbon fiber theme, as I said, keeps going right here through the mirror caps. Now we have keyless door entry. You put your hand in there and it locks, good to go. And as far as the rest of the side, we just got a push gas cap and the same size wheel in the back. Now let's just take a look at the back end, and we'll just go from there. Now the back end still continues with a very sporty design. You got the Q4 badge letting you know that this is all-wheel drive vehicle, Alfa Romeo badge, and the Giulia. We also have twin exhaust, and that does it for the back end. Now once we open the trunk, we can actually put the back seats down, maximizing the cargo space, which actually is pretty utilitarian. You actually have 2 tie downs as well. No spare tires, however. Here in the back seat, comfort is actually pretty good. Now I'm only 5'9", but I have some leg room. Now this is set for my wife's position. Now she's only 5'2", so you gotta take that into factor. Some things that I actually like. Now we are a channel that mainly does SUVs or family-sized vehicle, but I do appreciate that a sports sedan will offer ventilations for the back. It has heated back seats, and it actually has USB plugins to charge your phone. You also see a little bit of the carbon fiber trims here, and everything else is basically soft touch. You have cup holders, which are a decent size and very handy, and you also have lighting in the back, which is very appreciated. This model comes with dual sunroof, sorry, and it actually does let quite a bit of lighting in here, and it's pretty appreciated. Let's go check out the front. Now here we are on board the Giulia from Alfa Romeo, and I look at the interior and I'm quite pleased with it. It's not too futuristic. It ages well. It's you know, it has some things that maybe a little bit not as high tech as some others in the segment. However, with the price point that you're getting for this vehicle. So let's take a look right here at the interior, the steering wheel and the door. You still have some carbon fiber accents going on throughout the whole vehicle. Steering wheel handles extremely well, very responsive, and it accelerates very well. The gauge now, the 2024 does come with 100% digital gauge cluster. So this one is a mix of analog and digital. So there's one upgrade you'll see on the 2024. However, the rest is basically the same. The 8-inch screens that we see, now I will ding it for that. The 8-inch screen is a bit subpar as far as quality, crispness, and maybe even in size. And everything else though, the hard buttons for the HVAC, as you see here, very easy. I mean, it's not something that's done through the touchscreen. Everything, I like the hard buttons. I'm still a fan of it. The shifter is great. I like that you can push this park button right here just to park it. The drive modes are right here, easily selectable. DNA, so dynamic, natural, and advanced efficiency. So pretty much speaks for itself what they do. And you have your volume control here, which I find it quite handy. I think it's very good that we have volume controls here. You have your scroll here, which I think takes up quite a bit of space. And then you have your wireless charger right over here. Center console could be a little bit bigger. I find that the interior of this is a little bit small, so I would change that. However, to each their own. Now, I've been driving this vehicle for about a week now. We'll put over 1,000 kilometers on this vehicle. And I'll just tell you what my pros and cons are of it at the end of the day. There's a lot more pros than cons, to start with that. Price point, this vehicle is priced very, very well when you compare it to its competitors, whether it be Genesis, BMW, or whatever sports sedan that you want to look at. You can get a very good quality vehicle from the bottom trim, from the Sprint on up, and then you can choose whatever you'd like. But again, priced very well. Horsepower, it beats some. I'd say it's about in the middle of the sports sedan world. Price point, I'd say it's in the conservative side of things for this kind of vehicle. The handling, amazing handling. The suspension grips the corners like nothing else I've driven before. And the acceleration, again, like 280 horsepower, 306 pounds-feet of torque. Very, very good numbers. I'm a big fan of them. Now, the cons, I'd say, are very, very minimal, because I don't have much bad things to say about this vehicle. I've driven it in the snow because it's been snowing here, and the all-wheel drive is great. You can get up to 60% of the power in the front-wheel drive just like that. And I would say, as far as the cons go, is the center console is pretty small. It does not have wireless Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so you have to plug it in, but you have a greatly positioned wireless charger right here. This wireless charger is in the perfect spot that you would want it to be, but if I have to keep plugging in my phone to get Android Auto, which I prefer, then it kind of negates that purpose. So again, the cons are very minimalistic and the pros are heavily in its favor. I'm a big fan of this car. You guys should definitely go test drive one if you're in this segment of a sports sedan. And then let us know in the comments what you guys think about it, what you guys thought about this video. It's our first sports sedan review. So again, please subscribe to the channel, and till then, we'll see you later.